In the next part of our adventure to discover the world using Google products, we'll visit Madrid's Prado Museum in Google Earth, which can be downloaded for free. Here we can fly to the museum's location and get a bird's eye view of the buildings. So this is a useful but still quite flat view of the museum. And it doesn't give me much information about the architecture of the building or the treasure that it holds. Well, Google Earth can help us here. If we continue to zoom, we can explore a 3D model of the building and really get a sense of the architectural, of just how impressive the building actually is. This is a little difficult, so I just have to make sure that there's a cool shot to end with. We can use the control button to tilt, and then scroll, and then tilt again, and then scroll. Eventually we can get a great shot to finish up with. Okay, let's back to the demo. But Google believes that there's many types of information that are relevant to a place rather than simply its location. The Prado Museum is the first art gallery in the world to provide access to and navigation of its collection in Google Earth. These paintings from the museum's collection have been photographed in very high resolution, and the images contain as many as 14,000 million pixels. That's a lot of pixels. With this high resolution, we can zoom right in on the fine details, such as the tiny fairy carrying a fish in the Garden of Earthly Delights. Now, for some reason, this doesn't work on my Mac, so I actually have to right-click and open in a new window, but hopefully this will work for you. What we want to end up with is browsing the picture in ultra-high resolution. So it'll zoom right in, and then it'll come up on one screen. Okay. And then once we're here, we're going to zoom right in on the fairy up in the top left here. This can all happen while I'm talking, obviously, so we can just keep zooming right in on the fairy here, and it'll zoom, 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 and continue, and ultimately we'll end up with a great shot of the fairy's head and the fish's head, and you can have a really cool shot to finish up with there. There you go. Something like that would be a great place to finish. And then I'll conclude this part by just saying, using Google Earth, art historians, students, and tourists everywhere can zoom in and explore the finer details of the artist's brushwork in the Prado Museum, which they might actually not be able to visit.